This week in episode number 296 of the Convincing Idiots podcast. Have you ever wanted to stand on the same rooftop of the last Beatles performance? Well, now you can. A major music platform, Dean, has a new AI rating. We'll talk about that. And YouTubers are making big bank at the box office. And finally, in our main topic, it's getting to be summertime. One of the best things about summer are summer blockbuster movies. So Dean and I are going to debate the top 5 summer blockbusters, greatest summer blockbuster movies of all time. What's on the list? Keep listening, keep watching, and let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right, test.
Test.
What do you call it again?
Convincing idiots.
Convincing idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today,
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
3 friends representing 3 different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got the whole poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, the Zennial.
I'm Brian, Gen X.
And this week we are Nicholas again. He's has some personal situations he's got to take care of, but we will be steering the ship without him. Make sure it stays on course, Brian.
That's right. I think his wife was your sister trying to drive away from him or something like that.
Yes, as most people do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, it's like summer of 2023, Dean.
That's
We
right.
did a lot
All
of
over
shows
again.
on our own while Nick was playing hockey and doing different things
That's
here.
right.
So, yeah.
Pocket hockey.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he's doing tonight. I don't know.
think so.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Well, what Nick normally tells you is that about us, we are a podcast normally consisting of 3 friends from 3 different generations talking all things nerd and pop culture. You might be listening to us wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, etc. Just find us wherever you listen. Give us a free follow or subscribe, and we'll pop into your podcast feed free of charge. You might be watching us on our YouTube channel at Convincing Idiots. You might be listening or watching on the YouTube music channel, Dean. So check us out there. And we don't say this very often, but if you have a smart device in your home, you may ask her to play the Convincing Idiots podcast, and we will pop in there for you and just play throughout our lovely voices throughout your entire home to delight
Wouldn't that be lovely?
the family. Absolutely. You can find us on social media. We're on pretty much all major platforms. You can find links to all of our stuff on our Linktree page. Just simply Google Linktree, Linktree, Convincing Idiots. It's simply a page with links to our stuff, merch store, social media, etc. Find all show information on our website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. That's pretty much it. So listen, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Shit.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We've been seeing more listeners out there in Canada. Welcome, and China, Dean. We're rising stars in the East.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I like that.
Maybe no one can understand us. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why people are.
I've been listening for years, Brian, and I don't even understand us. So
Yeah.
Good luck for anybody else.
That's right. Nor do people understand why we keep doing this. But you know,
No.
what the heck? What the heck? Well, what do you have in this evening, sir? And
right.
this
I've
early
actually-
start of the summer here. Go ahead.
I've actually got someone say I have Chi-Chi's Mexican mudslide. Right here. I got
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah, I was in
Chi-Chi's. Oh my God.
I was
Boy,
in
that's a blast from the past.
I was goddamn Walmart and they were on the thing for like $1.
Hmm.
12.5 alcohol, 25 proof. It's a tasty little beverage.
Man.
For $1. Not bad.
I haven't been to a Chi-Chi's shut down quite a long time ago, but that's a blast from the past.
What about you? What are you drinking?
I have, now this is new, at least the new to me. So it's a Labatt Blue Light, but it's a blueberry shandy. So it's Labatt Blue Light infused with real lemon juice and blueberry flavor. Very
Okay.
good. Very nice
Okay.
and light and crisp. I like Labatt Light anyway.
Sure.
Very solid beer, but yeah, it's very, very crisp, nice summertime warm weather brew. Just hanging out, sipping, doing some yard work, whatever. So yeah, check that out.
There
Very
we go.
reasonable price, reasonably priced as well. So yeah. All right, so we'll get into this. Let's do recommendations first. Do you have any idiot recommendation from the past weeks, or give me one thing you watched or listened to, or whatever you want to recommend out there?
I believe it's on Apple TV. I want to say Apple TV. It's The Burrows.
That is on Netflix.
Netflix.
You
I'm
and I
sorry.
recommended the same thing, sir. Go ahead.
I'm a couple episodes in. It's very cool. Kind of it's from the producers Stranger Things, so it kind of has that vibe to it. It's set in a like a old folks retirement community. Some weird shit's happening. You don't know quite as much. You're just getting to know. I'm at the point where you're just getting to know the characters and whatnot. But I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it so far.
I'm right there with you. I was going to recommend the exact same thing. I'm a couple episodes in, also like 3 episodes, I think, 3 or 4. Yeah, it's great. It's intriguing. I mean, it's Gina Davis and, Alfred Molina. There's a lot of good actors in this.
Good.
Yeah, like you say, the characters are intriguing. The whole Bill Pullman. Yeah, very, very good stuff. So, yeah, if you like Stranger Things, that vibe, that creepy vibe, and everything, what's going on, science fiction and everything, I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah, check it out. Netflix.
Absolutely.
I think it's like 8 episodes, something like that.
Okay.
It's doing well. I saw it's doing well out there. It seems to be pretty highly acclaimed. So I would be surprised if they didn't have more seasons, if everybody wanted to come back and make more. But we'll see what happens.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some headlines.
Yeah. Pop culture headlines. You're a Beatles fan, Dean.
I am.
The Apple Corp Limited. So this is not the Apple the technology company. This is Apple, the record company that some may or may not know, but it was founded by the Beatles.
Correct.
Announced a couple weeks ago that it's going to open a new 7-floor fan experience at the company's early headquarters. The building is the place where the band's Let It Be album was recorded, and its rooftop was the site of the Beatles' last public appearance on January 30th, 1969. This is over in London, central London. It's going to allow fans access to the rooftop studios and extensive Beatles archives. So I think that's pretty cool. So good for them. It's nice that they're preserving the building, and certainly has a musical historic it's a musical historic landmark is what it is, really.
Sure.
And I think that's pretty cool. So would you be interested, probably a dumb question for you, but what do you think of the idea of visiting that exhibit, sir?
Yeah, that'd be pretty badass. I've always wanted to go to England anyways. It's on my bucket list, and that would just be another place to go. You can check it out. Yeah, it's so much history there. I mean, how cool would it be just standing on that rooftop alone? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you're walking across Abbey Road type deal. It's one of those things you have.
Yeah, I have to imagine they would have to have photographs, of course, and video of the last performance and all that. But like you say, it would definitely make you,
Well,
even
remember
if you're
they
a
made it.
casual. Yeah, go ahead.
They made it into it. They did a documentary of it.
Hmm.
Like you can watch the documentary of that last concert and how it got put together.
Okay.
It's very cool. It's on. I want to say it's on Apple TV. But yeah, it's there. It's that last concert.
Okay.
They did. I mean, they had film crews all over the place, different rooftops even to film it all because they knew what it was. So they wanted to make sure they captured it, and they got a lot of people's reaction. It got the reaction of the police coming in to stop it, and it's
Because
very
the
cool.
public, it was a surprise. They just
Correct.
did it with no announcement, right? They just got up there
That
and
is
started
correct.
playing, and people's like,
Yep.
"Oh my god, wow, it's the fucking Beatles up there on the roof
Yeah,
playing!" It really
there are
caused
people
great
like
commotion.
buildings just kind of stopping and taking a break and listening and stuff.
Yeah,
If you ever get a chance, go ahead and watch that documentary.
very cool. That would have been amazing. Man,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
iconic. Yeah, I'm with you. If you had an opportunity to be over there, and you would have to go seek that out if at all possible, even if you're a casual Beatles fan, like you say, just because of the historic significance of what
Absolutely.
those guys contributed to music. So amazing. Soon in the age of AI, we continue to see more AI impacting a lot of different things. We know that there is music being created with AI that's may not have any human contribution much at all, right? So sometimes
Right.
it gets difficult to know if you're listening to something that's AI or not. Like I like some of those. We've shared a couple of these ourselves here. Like somebody makes these funk bands playing, heavy metal songs or this or that
Yep.
and the other. It's like you listen to that stuff. It's like it's good. I'm sure it's
Pretty
AI
good.
generated, right? A lot of that stuff is
Sure.
AI generated,
Absolutely.
but it is really fun and good. But it's just like, man, it's really hard to tell if you didn't
Yeah.
know any better. Just listening to it, I mean, you would not know. You would not know. I don't think in
Oh,
many respects
absolutely.
if it was an actual,
Absolutely.
a band playing it or not. So, Spotify is going to be introducing verified by Spotify icons on their library, like green check marks. They look like green check marks on artist profiles that have been reviewed by the company. So that way you'll know if you see a verified by
Okay.
Spotify act that it's actually a human act, which is strange to say, and it's not AI. So I like that idea. Some people, if you don't care, you don't care. That's fine. But if you're a person that you want to know if you're listening to an actual band or something AI generated, then I think as a consumer of music, you should know that. You should know if it's a real person or not. That's created what you're listening to, and you may or may not choose to support that music as much. Maybe you don't
Sure.
care, but some people do. Some people just they don't want to support AI music. They want to listen to only what's created by actual humans. And now you will know once they start to introduce that. So, what are your thoughts on
So I'm
showing verification of artists on Spotify and maybe other platforms in the future?
First of all, I think it's I like the idea that they're taking I don't know, I don't want to say charge, but like they're taking an interest in people's concerns.
Sure.
I think that's the first part, and I think other companies will probably, start to follow stuff like that. You have a lot of people that go ahead and don't really listen to all that sort of, or keep up like who's who in music. They turn on the radio, they turn on Spotify, and they just listen. They're like, "Oh, I like that song. I like that
Mhm.
song." Imagine you're listening to this song, you listen to this artist, you start following the artist, you like it, and then you're like, I really hope they come to my town, and to find out they're not real.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's just one, kind of minor scenario that makes it kind of yeah, I don't know, kind of it makes sense in that way.
Hmm. Yeah, people should know. like I say,
Absolutely.
just the very least. Again, if you want to support AI created material or not, again, if you don't care, you don't care. That's fine. But if you do, you should know what you're listening to.
Well, that artist that I sent to you guys in the group chat a couple weeks ago, you said that you think it's AI, which is fine. They're still funny songs. They're still good songs.
Sure.
It doesn't change my enjoyment of the songs, but I do like that I know that it's not real. I do
Right.
like that I know the difference.
Right. I think we'll see more of this. It's probably stuff that
Absolutely.
you'll see in the future with not just music, but I'm sure we're going to see more, video content. Of course, even now, what you're supposed to do when you upload social media videos, even now to YouTube and other ones, you're supposed to indicate
Say
if it's
it's AI
AI
or not.
generated or not.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean that you will answer truthfully or not, but I noticed on TikTok now you can create an AI version of yourself to feature in your own videos and different things. I haven't set that up yet, but it's just like, man, it's just more and more, man.
Sooner or later, we're going to get caught when the public finds out that Nick is completely AI generated.
Yeah. Yeah, we ran out
A lot of glitches.
The real story is we just ran out of D batteries. We couldn't, every week we do the show, it takes at least, 48, something like that, Dean,
48
D batteries
that's
brought
right.
to show the image of AI millennial Nick. So,
Yep.
yeah,
and you forgot to get to the market, and we're it's just us two now.
Yep, just ran over the Walgreens out, and it's just like just ran out of time, and that's it. So here we are. Long story short, here we are. Yep. So we'll get some. I got a bulk order coming from Amazon, so hopefully we get Nick back up next week. So yeah,
good.
Yeah. Well, it's getting into summertime, Dean. One of our favorite times, at least mine anyway.
Absolutely.
So we have a movie topic in our main topic. We'll talk more about that in a minute here. But horror movies are making a lot of social media news. Yeah. So making news recently here, Curry Barker. I don't know if he's related to Clive Barker or not. I don't think I've seen that. Maybe just a coincidence here. But Curry, he is a 26-year-old YouTuber turned filmmaker. I'm not familiar with his work on YouTube, but sure a lot of people are.
Backrooms?
He did Obsession. What this guy did.
Okay.
Backroom is the other one though, by another YouTuber. So there's a couple of YouTubers out there that's become filmmakers making these horror movies that are killing it
Carter
in the
said
box
Backrooms
office.
was awesome. He went and saw it with his friends.
Very good.
And they all enjoyed it.
Okay. So Obsession, after its second week in theaters, it's on track to earn more than, so it has a $750,000 budget. Okay, that he made Obsession. So after 2 weeks, it's on track to earn more than 100 times that amount, with an expected 79.7 million haul at the global box office, which tracks global theatrical totals, and 58.5 million is in North American theaters alone. So interesting stat here is Obsession is the only wide release horror film on record to grow in its second weekend at this scale. So it's from the first weekend to the second weekend, it was up 22.4 million, up 30% over opening. He said it just doesn't happen in horror.
No.
Recently, we had another one we talked about not long ago. You might remember Iron Lung. Was also made by another YouTuber, Mark Fishbach, also known as Marky Plier.
All right.
That one also became a major hit as well. And Backrooms, as you just mentioned, made by a 20-year-old YouTuber, Kane Parsons, is also, of course, when I got this like a week or so ago, was looking for a big opening weekend, and you said your son just saw it. So that's doing well also. So they asked Curry Barker, he's like, why did filmmakers and producers, why did they give him a shot, basically? And he said that they're wisening up about sharing and discovering content on the video platform. So you have these guys that know how to bring in traffic already to their YouTube channel. So they're promoting their own movie, and then people are going out and watching the movie, you know?
Well, not only that, think of it this way. You have all of these. All right, look back in like the 60s, 70s, 80s, right? Even 90s, where all of the, we'll say in the music industry, you have the record companies putting out these records, these artists' records, putting it out to the public on the radio. That's what we heard. That's when we did our songs of the greatest songs last week. That's what we had to go on. Imagine how many artists were probably never heard that wrote their own songs that probably had the greatest song ever written.
Could be.
But they didn't have the platform. Now today, we moved to today and YouTube, and that's just one of the platforms. You have TikTok and YouTube, Facebook, all of these platforms for these creative people to put their shit out there. And if it's good, people are going to find it, and the shows. So I'm happy for these people.
Sure.
It just shows that you have talent isn't regulated to guys in the suits telling us what to listen or watch.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, if you have talent, you can put your stuff out there for free.
Yeah,
you put
absolutely.
It for free. And like you said, 20-year-old kids getting an opportunity and making the most of it, doing well. So good for them.
Look at us. We put this out and we don't even have talent. So
sure. That's right. We're making almost as much as
that's right.
The other guy, 700, 70 million, whatever. Sure, absolutely.
We're close, right?
Yeah.
Nickels in the comparison.
Get there in a few lifetimes, something like that. But yeah, work on it. Yeah, that Curry kid he's also been tapped by the company, film company A24 to helm a reimagining, of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay. All
Interesting.
Hey, why not? There's been worse shit made.
Yeah.
Give it a run.
Sure. I don't know if that movie needs to be remade, but it'll be interesting to see what he does with it. But
it has before, so
yeah. Anyway,
so.
Good stuff. Well, good luck to those guys, and again, congratulations and all. Yeah, they beat his movies are beating Star Wars, so beating Mandalorian and Grogu with a bigger, much bigger budget, and
that's wild.
Some people said too. It also goes to show that. Some people say that young people, they may not be going, well, if it's something appealing to them, younger people are indeed going to the theater and watching a movie, right? So,
yep. You can't count the young people out, can't count the old people out, because there's one thing that everybody needs. It is entertainment, Brian.
That's right.
Oh, did I mention also insurance? Huh? That's right. All of us need insurance. Why? Because we need to stay safe. We need to keep our family safe. We need to keep our budget safe. And how do you do that? You go with Blake Insurance. The Blake Insurance Group is an independent agency in Barberton offering personal care and support for all of your insurance needs. If you need auto, home, business, or even life insurance, give Aaron a call. He'll treat you with the honesty and respect and care that you deserve. Call the Blake Insurance Group at 234-571-5359 or find them online at blakeinsurancellc.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And tell them when you do, tell them the Blockbuster podcast sent you.
That's right.
Couldn't think idiots. It made it actually that kind of made it sound like our name is Blockbuster, and the Blockbuster podcast called Convincing Idiots sent you. Correction. Look at that. Look at it. I'm on top of things. Loving it. Fucking Chi-Chi's Mexican mudslide is terrific, Brian.
There you go. Right on.
Any more headlines?
Yeah, we do have a fun headline here. Another headline in the world of Oreo cookies, Dean. Who doesn't like Oreo cookies? Not many people don't like them.
Much better than the one I was going to talk about, but go ahead.
So BTS, the K-pop band.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, you might remember who was the singer that did who was it that had the Oreo that had like the caramel and who was that?
Was it Selena Gomez?
No, I can't remember who it was now. All of a sudden,
She
but
had like the Mexican, like the spicy with the cinnamon and stuff. Selena Gomez has one,
okay.
and it was tasty, very tasty.
So more artists. I guess that's the thing. There's more artists that they go onto a partnership with Oreo and they have some type of a special flavor. So the K-pop band BTS, they're going to have their own limited edition Oreo and BTS cookies. It's meant to emulate Hatuk, which is a popular
Bless you.
huh?
Bless you.
Thank you. So it's a popular Korean street food. So it's brown sugar pancake flavored Oreo cookies.
Fuck, all right.
So it's going to have a sweet cream and the flavors of hatuk, a fried stuffed pancake made with yeasted dough and typically filled with brown sugar, cinnamon, and nuts.
Yes. All right.
I'm interested. So it's going to be coming out soon,
sounds
apparently. Yeah. So
Go back in the archives, everybody. You can find we did an episode where we actually described what Oreos we would make if we had the chance to do this.
that's right.
I think it was last year we did it.
We did. That's right. And you had the gummy bear Oreo, which had
That's
some
right.
comments out there. Actually, some people commented on that online, how good it sounded online. So, yeah, I don't know. So, what do you think of the sugar pancake flavored Oreo cookies, sir? Would you be interested to give this a try?
That sounds delicious. I don't care one way or what the celebrities getting involved with it. That's fine, whatever. Good on them. They're making money from it. As long as we get to have unique and different flavors, I'm all for it.
Yeah, why not? Enjoy.
Exactly.
It's fun.
Life's too short not to eat a goddamn Oreo.
That's right. It's one of our show mottos, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
There's a T-shirt coming. Might get sued for the name Oreo, but that's all right. We'll just place it with cookie. Life's too short not to eat the goddamn cookie.
That's right. I like it. All right, so Dean, we're going to take a break, and we're getting into the summertime, like we said earlier here. So Dean's got the Hawaiian shirt going on here. It's warmer
cats
weather.
with sushi.
That's right. It's and what's popular in summertime is blockbuster movies. Dean will tell you about that right after this.
Y'all come back now. Yeah.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell two enemies. Five, four, three.
Welcome back to Convincing Idiots. Brian, you love the summer.
Of course.
I love the summer. What is better, other than sitting by the pool, drinking maybe a nice cold beer? What's better than that? Maybe getting into the theater, nice air conditioning theater on a hot summer day, and watching the latest blockbuster. And what makes it a blockbuster is everybody's going to see it. So
Right.
This week, we're going to put together we're going to cultivate our list.
Cultivating Idiots segment, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
right. Cultivating Idiot segment.
Yep.
That's
So
what the main topic's going to be now.
That's right.
So we're going to put together our list of the greatest summer blockbuster. That's key. I mean, there's a lot of good movies that came out in like December and stuff. This is summer blockbusters of all time. Normally we do it with the three. We each give three of our opinions, and then we debate it down to a 5. With AI Nick batteries had run out, it's now just Brian and I. So we're going to actually just do 5 and 5, and then we'll discuss and get it down to a core 5. How does that sound, Brian?
Sounds great.
All right. So like before, like all the other things, we're gonna go and rattle off our three, now five, and then we'll do our arguments for them.
Okay.
And I don't think, I mean, with only two, there's no unanimous thing. It's just we'll agree. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah. Well, I think if we have an overlap or we have to, we'll agree. We'll agree
Right.
what goes on the list here.
I have a feeling we at least have one of the same, if not two.
I'm going to guess probably two that we have an overlap for. So I am going to say from June 1st, 1984, Ghostbusters. From July 18th, 2008, The Dark Knight. From June 11th, 1993, Jurassic Park. May 25th, 1977, Star Wars. And released June 20th, 1975, Jaws.
All right. That's a hell of a list because we have some overlaps.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to go and start my list with, I didn't get all fancy with the dates, so I'm just going to read off the said movies. Number one, Jaws. I have Star Wars, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, and Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we have three that are left. So we're going to sit here and argue two. Just so we have something to fucking do here.
Well, just let's talk about the overlaps here. So where do you want to start first? Why did you pick?
Let's start with Jaws. You got to go. You got to with Jaws. Jaws is, and I picked Jaws same way that you did. It's the reason they call stuff blockbusters. The term was coined for the Jaws movie because people were lined up around the blocks and down the street to see this film. It was busting the block. It was Jaws is the reason for this term. It's the reason it should be the number one on the list, in my opinion. And it's one of the greatest films ever made. So.
That's the key right there. You said it's not just a summer blockbuster movie. Exactly what you said there. It's arguably one of the greatest films. Exactly what you said that's ever been made. Period. It really was the start. It was the start of the genius of Steven Spielberg. I mean, that's where he got his main big break. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, the brilliance of that movie is just as of course as we know. And by the way, there's a Jaws documentary. Jaws has been around 50 years.
I watched it
last year. Very, very good stuff. I can't recall. It might be on Disney. I think it's on Disney on the National Geographic or something like that. But you can find it. Just look up the Jaws documentary. It tells you the whole story of how the movie got made with Richard Dreyfuss and Spielberg and a few folks interviewed on that. Very, very good. So if you're a Jaws fan, definitely check that out, or just a movie fan. Check that out. But as we know, they were the idea was they were trying to have a mechanical shark be featured, but they had trouble getting it to work properly. So it forced Spielberg to get creative and not see the shark in many scenes of the movie. As you know, a lot of the scenes when it's just the perspective of the shark swimming and coming up on it. But that took that movie to a whole other level of fear and suspense where it's people in the water, they're following, they don't know what's going on, and it's just the
score is ridiculous.
There a better thriller movie score? I mean, that's arguably one of the best as well, right? So,
and another thing. Another little tidbit, you probably know this, that the on set, they named the shark Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also why in the movie Finding Nemo, the shark is named Bruce.
Ah, that's good. That makes sense. That's funny.
So,
and it's the actors. I mean, you had incredible actors throughout this film, and then certainly with Richard Dreyfuss and help me out here. Who's the other two guys?
Roy Scheider. and what? God damn it, Quint.
We'll look him up here
Yeah,
because you have to talk about these guys here. So it is Robert Shaw. That Robert
Jesus
Shaw.
Christ.
No, it's
Let's
okay.
we should make ourselves better and edit that fucking part out.
Roy Scheider. Yeah, we can do that. But we had, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss had actual, personal tension on the set, which kind of made their scenes that much more compelling and everything. So, just great. And in my book as well, we'll have an episode on this, but one of the greatest monologue scenes in film history with Robert Shaw telling the story
Mm-hmm.
of when he was in battle and the ship was sunk, which I can't remember what the ship's name was now, but about how the sharks were swimming around and took a lot of the crew and this and that and the other. But that's like a scene where it's just silence and the boat creaking and he's telling that story. It's like, man, just so compelling.
In that documentary that you're talking about, they talk about that scene, and if I remember correctly, he was drunk the day before,
Yeah,
and
he
they
messed
couldn't
it
get.
up, right?
They kept messing up, so he went home. They sent him home, or back to wherever he was staying, and he wrote that scene and asked if he could do it. Almost an apology for fucking things up on that day because he got drunk on the boat.
Mm.
So, if I remember correctly, he wrote that monologue.
Amazing.
Robert Shaw did.
Yeah, so many, just great. Won several Academy Awards. It was up for Best Picture. It did win Best Picture on the People's Choice Awards, for what that's worth. But yeah, amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, every year it's a great summer watch. Even now,
Oh, totally.
every year. Yeah. All right. What was the next overlap that we had?
Next overlap was Star Wars. I mean,
Yeah.
So it's on your shirt. That was my honorable mention, and I only had an honorable mention and not on my 3 list because I was like, well, we need content, so I know one of those 2 or both of them are going to put it on their list. So, yeah, come on, it's Star Wars. It's the one of the main reasons we started this podcast.
Right.
It was. Go ahead.
Oh, please go ahead.
No, it was the cultural phenomenon that kind of brought nerdom to the next level.
Yeah.
And it's continuing to do so to this day. I mean, shit, we have a Star Wars movie in the theaters as we speak. Might not be a blockbuster, but we still got Star Wars on the movie big screen today.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it. I know we'll definitely watch it together. The 50th anniversary of Star Wars next year, and they're going to have the original cut and everything, so that will be something to see. But
that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's still arguably the best Star Wars movie, period. I mean, it's still, for me, arguably, it's still the best overall Star Wars movie of all of them still. I mean,
well,
Empire Strikes Back is probably a better film. I get it. But there's still something very special about that first movie. As we've talked before, it has a beginning, middle, and end. If that was the only movie that they made, it would be fine as far as a storyline is concerned, so it was very satisfying in many respects. So, and of course I'm Gen X and you're not far behind, but for me as a kid, I mean, I think back now, so I would have been 8 years old that summer, going on 9. So when that thing hit and all the hype around it, I remember my parents taking me to go see it in a theater. We went one day and they were sold out, couldn't get in. I can't remember where we wound up seeing it. I know we tried to go see it at the Chapel Hill Mall, in the theater inside the mall at the time, but we went back again like a day or so later and watched it. And from the perspective, of course, for everybody, it was just like you
Oh
said, it was
yeah,
a whole
mind-blowing.
other mind-blowing experience as far as special effects and just everything that they were able to pull off without any type of CGI, nothing. It's as we know, it's all practical effects and models and
Well, shit, he started
everything.
his LMI. He started that whole um, uh, special effects company because nobody could do what he had envisioned. So he created his own company
Yeah.
to solve his own problems.
Yeah. Just amazing. But I just still remember seeing that, just bits and pieces, even now as a kid, watching that movie on the big screen and just being completely blown away by that. And the whole presence of, Darth Vader, just everything was so huge
Sure.
on the screen and just mind blowing. And, instantly hooked as a kid. Then I got all the toys and the uh, merchandise and you name it. As a kid, I was trying to go after it. So and here we are today, like you said, just fans to this day,
Still got it.
still going to watch it, still enjoying it.
Yep.
All these years later. So, but yeah, that was just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Well, speaking of
Go ahead.
speaking of getting your mind blown and being blown away, that takes us to our third one
Sure.
that we agreed to. When Jurassic Park hit the theaters,
93.
it was this in 1993. It did this. It gave the same wow factor that Star Wars did.
It did.
Like
It did.
you couldn't. I mean, you're looking at a real life goddamn dinosaur.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
amazing.
mean? Like,
Amazing.
I mean, and to know that it wasn't CGI. That these were the practical, mechanical dinosaurs, but like they did such an incredible job that it just young, old, like, I mean, you go to see that, it's why it's up there in the grossing box office,
Right.
because of
They did start to use CGI in this film. Not
oh, did
all of
they?
it. They did. So that was one thing that made this groundbreaking, is that this was the early
Oh, okay.
development of CGI also. Not all of it.
Okay.
Like you said, they did have some practical
They had, I know that because they
effects.
had like the actual like T-Rex. The majority of them was practical, right?
I'm not sure how much it was, but this was newer technology back then and clearly very well done. Very
Oh,
well done. It
absolutely.
really helped usher in that era of using CGI in film. But like you said, watching that, there were people that thought there were somehow real dinosaurs that was in that movie.
Right.
That they just couldn't get their head around the fact of that those were not real creatures you see on the screen, that it was effects that they were able to pull off so well that it was just mind blowing.
I was around 7 or 8, like your age. No, maybe 93. Was it 93?
93.
Okay, so I was a little. I was like 12 or something like that. But still, that there's a whole we have a whole mess, gaggle family. So we weren't exactly going to see the theater movies all the time. We were VHS people. But that was one I do remember all of us going to the theater. My dad made sure we all did go to see that on the big screen, and that was incredible. That was really something else.
Yeah, as far as like you said, just movie experiences, that still ranks
The
way
roar,
up there.
Like the roar, like it felt like it shook your goddamn seat. Like when the T-Rex first lets out that fucking ferocious roar, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Pretty amazing. And the one scene, it's that they pan over and it's like the eye is right in front of you and the pupil shrinks and everything. So good. And my first time seeing that, Dean, was at the drive-in theater. So that was on the huge screen with my girlfriend at the time. It just blew us away. Phenomenal. Very, very good. And obviously that's another one. That's another movie to this day. They still keep making them because of the
People keep seeing
popularity and the whole thing. So Allie and I just watched the most recent one finally that was out last summer, this past week as well. It's good. It's a solid movie.
So,
So enjoyable.
So, upon watching the Jurassic Park up on the screen in your car, did she touch your Velociraptor? Did you get a little? Was it a good time at the movies there, Brian? You get a little. You get a little roaring going on yourself.
Brontosaurus action, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. No, good stuff. And that movie's another one. It had a budget, Dean, of 56 million range, and it made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Several awards. And again, another one, Steven Spielberg. Amazing.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's our three. So it's now time to argue, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to argue. And put my spectacles back on here. You have Ghostbusters and The Dark Knight, and
That's
I
right.
have Back to the Future and Independence Day.
All good ones.
Mostly. Go ahead and do your darndest, bud. Try to convince me of The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight is the best Batman movie. Period. I don't care. Yeah, in my book. Not because of I understand. I know you don't like the Christian Bale Batman. He's annoying. But
now, is this coming from somebody who's never seen Michael Keaton's Batman?
That's still a very good movie.
Okay.
The first one's still very good. Okay. But Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, it to me is untouchable as far as any. And we've argued about this in the past. There are great villains of all time. Heath Ledger today is still arguably one of the best villains portrayed, certainly comic book villains ever.
Okay. What's the difference then? Dark Knight Rises. Wasn't there three of them?
This is the second one of the three. So in this one here, this is a story where Batman has been established for a few years.
No. I understand that, but I'm saying the names.
Yeah, it was Batman. It was.
Was it Dark Knight Rises and Dark Knight Returns?
It was like Batman Rises or something like. No, that was Dark Knight Rises. That was the third one. I can't remember. It was like Batman Returns, or it was something. I don't remember exactly. But
okay, all right.
But this was the first one with the Dark Knight in the title.
Okay.
Because you learn how he got the name the Dark Knight at the end of the movie. He sort of sacrifices his reputation and everything to not portray Harvey Dent as the villain. This is the Harvey Dent story of the Two-Face and him becoming Two-Face and kind of falling from grace and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. It's just great. Again, it to me, it just keeps coming back to Heath Ledger, just a perfect portrayal of the Joker. It just completely took over the film. There are a lot of good things about that movie, but he was just magnificent, and the scenes with him and Batman together were just so good, so good. So it overshadows any annoyances that you might have, at least for me, in Christian Bale's portrayal of Batman with the voice and this and that. I get it. But just so well written and well done. Of course, we know Heath Ledger won the Academy Award posthumously, right, for his portrayal here. So just great. It made a killing. I remember being so excited to go see that movie. It was such the big hype in seeing another. We hadn't seen the Joker on the big screen since. Like you said, it's a Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson's Batman movie, and that was in '89, something like that. So,
okay, so hold on real quick. Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises was the third one.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're talking about The Dark Knight. Yeah, that's
Yes,
the one with Heath Ledger.
the Joker.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
right.
Right. And I will agree with you that it is the better of the three. And the Heath Ledger's performance was fantastic. I will give you those 2 points to it. You do make an argument. I will take it into consideration.
Okay.
And which one would you like me to argue here?
You pick. It doesn't matter. They're both good movies.
All right. Back to the Future. Back to the Future. It's iconic. It's Michael J. Fox. It's with the soundtrack from Huey Lewis. Back in the 80s, you had, I mean, just those two.
Is this 84 or 85? Let's
80,
see. I'll look at it.
I think it came out in 85. Filmed
1985. Yeah, 85. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It is the quintessential 1980s movie. You know what I mean? It has the TV pop star as a star. You have the I don't want to say aging. He was probably pretty decently young. Just had to look older. Doc Brown there. From Crispin Glover to Leah Thompson. The cast is stacked. The movies, the way they portrayed time travel, I think, was unique compared to some of the other things that, before that, sci-fi movies were, with time travel, were that sci-fi movies. Sure. They brought this to the mainstream. So it actually, to me, brought a level of fandom and nerddom, and kind of married them. And made them acceptable together, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sci-fi and blockbusters, unless your rarity of Star Wars, at that time wasn't exactly, common, right?
Sure.
So now you take time travel movie, the plot is fantastic. I think that you could probably poke holes in the plot, but not much, not many.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yes, it's time travel, so yes, a lot of things have to be, taken into consideration and accepted. But for that movie, it was fun for everybody. To this day, they still have conventions for it. They still, you could type it. Do yourself a favor. Type in merchandise, and there's still shirts and everything else.
Sure.
The merchandise for that movie is still on fire. And Back to the Future to me is one of the most fun blockbuster movies. You didn't have the explosions. You didn't have the giant, cinematic scenes. But it was just a fun, wholesome sci-fi, big budget comedy, and it worked.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies, period. It really is. That's one that I always enjoy going back, and I also like to watch that one. There's a few movies in a summer movie rotation, not unlike a Christmas time rotation, where it just doesn't seem like summer unless you watch a certain group of movies, and that's always been one of them. Everything you said about it. For me, it takes it right back to high school. It was just Michael J. Fox and his, just starting to. Arguably his best movie, you could say, maybe. Certainly a lot of fun.
Sure. And Christopher Lloyd. How old was Christopher Lloyd? Taxi wasn't still on the air at that time, right? In 85?
I don't think so. Let's see here.
Obviously, he had done Cuckoo's Nest in the late 70s or mid to late 70s. But I think Taxi was done by then, by 85.
How old would you think Christopher Lloyd was in 1985?
This is fun. I'm going to say not as old as everybody would think. I'm going to guess he's younger than I am now. I would guess he's younger than 45. I'd say in 1985, he was probably 42 years old.
Close. 46. He was 46. Yep. Yep.
I could play Doc Brown. Look at me.
Yeah. Could. It could. Yeah, like you said, it's a great movie. A lot of fun. And the fun thing about that movie was too, with the time travel, as we know, there were repercussions. That was the cool thing about it, because Doc Brown warned Marty, you can't go and screw things up because you can have an impact
Right.
on the real timeline. And of course,
Butterfly effect.
did happen. That did happen in the movie, which was cool. That made it, from the science fiction of time travel. I don't like the time travel where it's like you can just time travel and everything seems to be fine. You're not messing anything up. No,
Right.
you would think this is what would happen if you go back in time and you change something in the past. It would certainly have repercussions in the future, maybe even impact your own existence in the future, which almost, of course, happens to Marty in the movie.
Yeah, I was watching because I go down rabbit holes on like these on YouTube, and like 15 things you didn't know about this movie, that movie, and I always stop and watch the multiple ones of the Back to the Future ones. The scene where he has the guitar and the picture on the guitar in there, and is watching it fade and stuff and like out of existence. They couldn't get that shot practically, so they had to build the neck of a guitar that's like fucking 5 feet long and like that thick to get the proper shot so it would look fine. So the perspective was right. So yeah, that could, when you see that the neck of the guitar, it's gigantic in real life.
Very good.
And if you think about it, you're talking about how they go ahead and things change in their lives, when he gets back and he's done everything. And if you look at it, Marty's parents come back and like they have a better marriage, they're in better shape, they got money. And then as a kid, you open the door, or they open the door, and Biff is working for McFly, for George McFly, and you're like, oh wow, Biff really, he got the shitty end of the deal. But if you look at it, he owns his own business. Like he's not like middle management anymore. He owns his own detailing business. Whether he's timid towards George or not, he still owns he's still his own boss now. So he did help Biff in a sense, right?
Yeah. No, it's good. I like the subtle things too, like the whole performance, and then the guys like calling his cousin, let him listen to the rock song Marvin Berry. So Chuck Berry's cousin, the birth, it had an impact on creating Chuck Berry in that timeline.
Yeah.
So those are little fun things in that movie as well. So,
or when they take off from the shopping center, it's Twin Pines Mall, and as soon as he goes through the time machine, he destroys one of the pine trees. So when he comes back, it's Single Pine Mall.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff. Yeah. Great movie. A lot of fun. Hard to argue against Back to the Future. Well, similar feeling for me, Ghostbusters 1984. That was another movie that just really was a huge pop culture impact. Just very different. Just so much fun. Just the idea of guys going out and catching live ghosts was an interesting concept in itself, and then just 4 great actors playing off of each other. It was just phenomenal. It's Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis and Ernie Banks just all played so well off of each other, and then the supporting cast and everything. Sigourney Weaver was great. I just loved the concept. Was just so much fun.
Yeah.
Very unique, Rick Moranis. It's a movie even now. I just never get tired of it. I like to watch it around Halloween. I'm good to watch it in the summer. It just makes me smile. The storyline, it still holds up for me well. The effects were done well. They still hold up very good. yeah, the scene when they pull out with the Ecto-1 for the first time with the sirens and everything, that never, I always get excited and smile at that scene every time. So
Sure.
it's just great. It's just a very entertaining movie. The storyline is pretty solid. It's got a good, satisfying ending. Just thoroughly entertaining. Of course, it launched several sequels. Even now, it
Mhm.
launched, as we know, animated series and comic books, and the merchant.
Its
No
own
one
high
does.
C
Yeah, that's right. The high C
cooler,
flavor or whatever, Ecto
Ecto
Cooler.
cooler. Mhm.
Everybody in the world knows if you see the Ghostbusters symbol, you know pretty much exactly what it is. That symbol itself is certainly iconic in the world of pop culture. So just great. The second one really, for me, just fell off pretty drastically, but that first movie is still just so good, so thoroughly entertaining and satisfying.
100% agree. No notes. It's a iconic movie, a fantastic movie, one of my favorites. Um, there are a couple movies in this world that me and my son have connected to, even at a young age when he was younger, and two of them are on this list. So
Hmm.
I'm going to right now go ahead and just rubber stamp Ghostbusters for that reason. Oh, the other movie is Jaws. He's been a fan since he was a kid. Hell, his 8th birthday, we got to rent out the West Theater in Barberton.
Yes, I was there for that. That was
You
fun.
were there
Yeah.
for that, and
Yeah.
and he chose Ghostbusters
Yeah.
only because they're going to be younger kids, and he wanted Jaws, but that was Ghostbusters was a second choice, and we thought Jaws might be a little scary for some kids, so
Yeah.
So yeah, Jaws and Ghostbusters both hold a special place in my heart. On top of them being terrific movies in the most entertaining way, so I'm going to go rubber stamp. I'm putting that on the list
All right.
right now. Ghostbusters.
Very good. Very good. And I'll repay Dean. I want to put Back to the Future. I'll give Back to the Future the edge
Hold
over.
on.
Go ahead.
Do you at least want to hear Independence Day?
Oh, you have Independence Day. Yes, I almost forgot. All right, I'll hold on. I'll hold my other recommendation. Hold my other recommendation. Okay, go ahead.
So Independence Day.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. To me, Independence Day is what like the modern blockbuster should be. Like it was like one of the last, like it just felt like a blockbuster. The size of it, the scope of it, the actors, and just it was I remember how the anticipation was probably just as big, if not bigger.
I remember the previews for that. You saw the ship going over and blowing up the White House. It was like, what in the hell is this? Oh my God.
If they're showing us that, what the fuck else do they have in this thing?
Exactly.
That's incredible. Yeah. And I remember going to see it at the Lake Cinema. They just reopened it, like the year before or whatever.
Man.
And I remember going to see that as a teenager and just being blown away. It's just fun. Yeah. And you're talking about those movies and the sound, right?
Yes.
Not just the acting, but like the sound effects and like those explosions when that White House is blown up and those cities are being blown up, you can almost feel the sound. How it's a cool movie. Even to this day, I'll, if it's on TV, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna watch it from wherever it's at.
Yeah,
I say that, but I think everything on our list, we probably do that. But yeah, it's such a fun movie. It's definitely feels like Blockbuster. Like when I thought, I'm like, you know what, that feels right. Might not definitely not a better movie than Back to the Future, but it feels more of a blockbuster than Back to the Future, if that makes sense. So you do with that as you may. I have both of them there.
Yeah, that is a great pick there. And that was, by the way, 1996 that was released.
96, yeah.
Already. Yeah, man. Yeah, like you said, great. And Jeff Goldblum makes it he's in this movie as well. Yeah, he's great in these movies. Will Smith was great.
I'm happy that we got Goldblum on our list somewhere, so it doesn't
That's
have
right.
to be Independence Day. We have a Goldblum.
That's right. And again, we mentioned Bill Pullman in the new
Burroughs.
Burroughs movie. It just so good. I know we had the episode, Dean. We had our favorite fictional presidents. Bill Pullman was our
Speaking of one,
favorite, our
yep, he was our
collective
favorite.
Yeah, just his portrayal of the president is that's like a fantasy world president, like a guy that was just a good dude kicking ass and fighting aliens, and it's you imagine just the comparisons of what we've had for a while here now. But anyhow, like you said, it just gets you pumped up.
Yep. That speech alone.
Oh yeah,
And
so
Will
good.
Smith.
It's great in this.
I find a lot of what Will Smith does, Men in Black and all these other movies, there's a cringe factor to me. That you're like, yeah, it's Will Smith, so you accept it and you go with it. But there is that when he gives these silly one-liners, you go, in the side of you go, all right, that's okay. I spend the whole time inside doing that when watching Men in Black. Great movie, love it, but you're like, okay, just stop. Enough. We get you're Will Smith. We understand.
Mhm.
But for Independence Day, it worked. He played off Jeff Goldblum so well, and his
Damn.
welcome to Earth, and he punches the alien. Even I was like, yeah, fuck you, alien. That's right. Yeah.
See, now you got me thinking. That's a that's a good one to add in here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've made our case for all of them now.
We have we have one left. We have Jaws, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, and Ghostbusters. That is a hell of a list already.
Yes, it certainly is. Okay. Okay. From a overall fun entertainment value, could watch it anytime and enjoy it. It didn't necessarily, it coming out in the summer did not necessarily add to the blockbuster feel. It wasn't necessarily. I don't know if it was even. So Back to the Future for me again. It pushes a lot of buttons for me, and just an entertaining movie. What an entertaining movie should be, and just fun from beginning of the movie to the end. But if we're talking again, the blockbuster with the whole other level of hype and excitement, the fact that it's set at Independence Day, right? And just the power of Bill Pullman and the hype up and just the feeling of that you have in the theater where you're high-fiving people next to you that you don't know, and everybody's just having a great time. Those are the experiences of a true summertime blockbuster, and the feel of all that stuff here. So, all things considered, I'm going to change it up here. I'm going to say that Independence Day to me will get the edge from a summer blockbuster, and it was a blockbuster. It definitely
sure was.
Killed it, and I don't think they made sequels of that too, Dean, did they? I think it was just like,
They
this
sure
is the
did.
movie we're making, and that's it. And that was
They
another
made
good thing
one,
about that.
They made one like 2 years ago.
Did they really?
They sure did. It was in the theaters for a cup of coffee. I think it made, I don't know, probably a quarter of its budget.
That's
back.
a shame.
Yeah.
Well, but you got quintessential Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith at his Will Smithiest, back then.
That's right.
And again, the great Bill Pullman. Yeah, so just Randy Quaid had a great role in that also. So, yeah, just fun. Just a whole different feel to that movie. It's still entertaining. Holds up well.
We got two Jeff Goldblums on our list. I'm pretty happy about tonight.
Any list with two Jeff Goldblums is a good list.
Yeah. Yes, it's it's beautiful. I love it.
Yes,
yes, I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it so much. Love it.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. This top.
Summertime.
Summer's good. Summer's good. Summer's good. Summer's good. Brian, I do think we did it. We've got it all. Blockbusters and summertime and fun and podcast. Can't forget podcasting. Podcasting, so important. And we've done it perfectly up there. You can't see anything else because it is the top. We're at the top, Brian.
Yes. If you like what you're seeing, you like what you're listening to, we're going to imitate Jeff Goldblum for the next 24 episodes, nonstop. Yes. Find us on where you listen to podcasts. Yes, Apple, like a good apple, red apple, granny apple. It's very good. Apple Podcasts, very tasty. Apple pie.
Eyes, the crunch of the
Fantastic. Pick your own.
Oh, you can pick them. You get up and you twist it. Oh, it comes off. You're like, oh, it's a beautiful apple. Like I have this to myself. It's mine. It's my apple. I picked it.
Amazing fruit. Amazing podcast. Watch us on YouTube. Find us everywhere on our website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. Find us on a Linktree page. It's a page. It's got links. It's amazing. Who knows how it works? But you click a link, it takes you to different place.
So mysterious. Nobody knows.
That's right.
Nobody knows how it works.
That's right.
But it's so.
Maybe
it's so
could be
good.
another dimension. It could be just a link. Who knows? You got to check it out.
Yes.
Convincing Idiots Linktree. Absolutely. Come back next week. We'll try to regenerate AI Millennial Nick. Yes.
D batteries. We won't forget D batteries. We'll get the D batteries.
That's right. And have we convinced you that again, any list that has multiple Jeff Goldblums on it is just an amazing list.
Oh,
just an amazing list.
It's the best. Oh, we're looking forward to it next week. Oh, you. Oh, all of you. Oh my God, so much. We love you. Good night. Good morning. Wherever it is to you. Is it day? Is it light out? Is it dark? Who knows? You know. I don't. Oh, good. Enjoy it. Enjoy all of it. Oh, Convincing Idiots. Thank you.
Come cultivate with us. Yes. Yes.
Hey, did you like that video? You know you did, and we know you did. So stop screwing around and go like that video, subscribe to our channel, and join us for some more.
Ham, grape.
Spotify has a new AI rating. That's interesting. That's terrible. I don't know. That's not a good lead in at all. Let's see.
Oh, wait.